Good evening all. Today's topic of discussion is design of experiment for computing the video size recorded by mobile. Actually, this is a course project of Six Sigma that we did. I did with my partner Sumant Yadav. So, in this experiment, what we did, we recorded some videos using mobile phone at different factors and we considered two level per factors. And the objective of this experiment is to study the effect of various factors which affect the size of videos. Basically, for this particular experiment, we took three factors. You can take more than three factors. This video will get you an idea that how the design of experiment will work. So, on the screen, two photos are showing the factors and their levels. First factor is video resolution and the levels are 180p and 720p. Another factor is codec. So two levels are H.264, H.265. And the third factor is type of object recorded. One is moving object, another is stationary object. You can take any other factor also, such as brightness, dark or light, or many factors are also there. Variable is size of the video recorded in MB using smartphone camera, as I already defined you. So measure current level of response variable is 34.46. We assumed a current level of the video response as 34.46. So we took 8 reading for factor 1 at high level and another two factors are at low levels, means resolution at high level and the another codec and the types of object at low level. So these 8 reading we get. So standard deviation of all these above 8 readings are 0.4255 mm. But why we did this? We did this to compute the number of replications. So we assumed a target value for a response variable is 17 MB. So the aim of our experiment is to reduce the video size without reducing the quality. This is our cause and effect diagram. So basically we have three factors and another factor included is that we did not include in our experiment, that is noise factors that can disturb our readings. Selected factors are resolution, encoding, types of object recorded. Noise factors, external disturbance like external sound can disturb a video or maybe it can increase the video size. Stopping the video on time. It is not always possible to stop on exactly at 30 seconds because it's due to human lateness. The size of the timing may be extended. So experimental is full factorial experiment. Why this is a full factorial experiment? 3 factors with 2 level each and 2 replication. So the number of replication here is 2. Using this equation, NF is equals to 8. SP is our standard deviation. Delta is the minimum size of the video that we can't neglect. Conduct of experiment. So precaution, randomization and replications we have to take. Time between the runs we took 2 minutes. Result table obtained from design expert software after randomization is shown on the screen. So overall we did 16 runs, means 2 replications, 2 blocks. So some graphs as a result. So size of video versus resolution. So response versus factor graph, we can say this. So you can see this at low level, at high level, and the sizes, how the size varies. You can see the variation. Similarly, response versus another factor encoding, you can see a significant variations. Third factor, type of object recording. Here it's almost same, so we can say that without using ANOVA table that this may not be a significant factor. We will see the ANOVA table and decide whether this factor is significant or not. So this is my half normal probability plot. So half normal probability plot, it's defined that A, B and AB are significant factors, whereas all others are not. A and B are significant factor and AB is significant interaction. This is a ANOVA table showing that A factor A is significant, less than 0.001 is significant. So factor A is significant, factor B is significant, and interaction AB is significant. This is normal plot of residual. So what residual means? Residual is nothing than the difference between the observed values and the predicted response. What we predicted and what we observed. So this normal probability plots are showing the residual versus their expected value when the distribution is normal. So residual versus the expected values when the distribution is normal. Now normal probability plots, the same. Residual versus predicted. What we predicted, what's difference we will get. This graph shown. Residual versus run. The residual versus run order plot displays the residual in the order that the data were collected. It actually verifies the assumption that residuals are independent from one another. If it is showing independent, means it will not show any trend or particular pattern. If it's showing any particular trend or pattern, it means that residuals are not independent or dependent, we can say that. Residuals versus resolutions means factor. Resolution is a factor. Residual versus factor plot displays the residual versus another factor or variable. It may included in our model or may not be in our model. Means we can also include noise factor here, which it's not necessary that we have to plot only residual versus the factor we included. We can also include the other factors. If random variable will occur, means variable affect the response in a systematic way. It should behave in a systematic way. So this is the residual versus another factor encoding and the type of objects. So predicted versus actual. This line shows what we predicted and what actually we will get. So you can see that only a small difference is there. So means what actually we predicted and what we are getting is almost same. So Box-Cox plot show that no recommend transform. Residual versus block. Now model equation, what we will get is for the size of video is equals to this equation. Improve, as we seen that no improvement required according to Box-Cox plot. So we assume all are at low level, all the factors are at low level. So the size of video we will get is 17.96 MB. Our expected value is 17 and we are getting it 17.96 MB when we put all the values are at low level. So control factors, you can see that all are at low level. Confirmation result is 17.905 MB. Predicted interval means in this predicted interval is between this 17.0795, 17.7305. Actual confirmation result is 17.38. So you can see that 38 and 0.905, a very small difference, about 0.5 MB here. So a conclusion is the experiment shows that two factors, this implies resolution and encoding, are significant, means their effect on the size of video is significant. The difference in the actual and predicted results is 0.5 to 5 MB. Thank you all.